Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to iQuanta, and today we are going to have another session of XAT DI, right? And we already have Martian here, Akash, Ranjan, Aritro, Avi Krishna, Naveen, and Vikash. Hello guys. So, Martian has asked very good question. How is this session different from the DI session conducted 2 weeks back? This session is different because in the last session I had told you guys that we are going to discuss sets which are more focused on logical reasoning side, right? Because that QA/DI section is not all about data interpretation sets. Sometimes they also ask questions based on some kind of matrix or some kind of deduction tables, completely logical reasoning sets as well. Games and tournament is also there. So that's why this session will be focused a lot more than on logical reasoning side rather than data interpretation side. Okay, you can also call them a little bit of quant based reasoning sets, right? So here is your answer. Okay, now are you guys excited to try some really good sets, some new sets that you can, if you practice, then will open new dimensions of your mind, and you can try all the sets which are provided in future, right? Okay. Okay then. So again, the target is to discuss as many sets as possible. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5-6 minutes for every set, and then we are going to discuss. This set is based on a matrix. You must have seen similar type of questions before, and there was a question based on in QA/DI section, but that question was in quant in XAT, but this question is in DI. So try this one. Aditi is asking, hi sir, just started preparation now after SNAP exam. Should I watch previous videos to understand this? No, Aditi. You don't need to watch previous videos to understand this. Okay. This is a DI session. You can straight away start solving these. रंजन देखो कट ऑफ तो बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं जाता है, आउट ऑफ 28 क्वेश्चंस कट ऑफ आई गेस बहुत इजीली कवर हो सकता है अगर कुछ क्वेश्चन करें। लाइक 99 प्लस परसेंटाइल के लिए भी क्वांट में 15 स्कोर चाहिए, है ना। सो ओवरऑल अगर एफिशिएंसी को भी लेके चलें तो 10 क्वेश्चंस, है ना, 10 क्वेश्चंस शुड बी सेफ, बट अगेन गो विद द फ्लो। अगर ज़्यादा सॉल्व हो रहे हैं तो ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं करना है ना। हेलो भूमिका, गुड इवनिंग। दिस इज द फर्स्ट सेट दैट वी आर डिस्कसिंग। Krishna, no bro, I don't explain shortcuts to solve in DI because there are no shortcuts. If you are looking for shortcut for XAT QADI section, then you are much behind. You need to check those questions, right? Yes, 15 out of 20, 15 out of 28 questions, correct, for 99 plus percentile. Gayatri, no particular prior videos before this, but yes, last Sunday I have taken a DI session. Before that again, that Sunday 7th December, 14th December I have taken DI sessions. You can watch them. Because these type of squares are known as magic squares, है ना, for 3 into 3, 4 into 4, 5 into 5. These type of squares are known as magic squares, where when you are adding the numbers from each column, each row or diagonally, all of them are equal. The sum is equal. Like in case of 3 into 3, you get something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you add the numbers in every column, every row or diagonally, you are going to get same sum, which is 15. You can also draw 5 into 5 like this. I don't remember exactly, but let's try this. This is 25. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. अच्छा यहाँ पे रह गया 9 के बाद 10 यहाँ जाएगा, है ना। अच्छा ये कुछ मिस हो गया है, बट these are the squares. Okay, these are known as magic squares. Okay, chalo, let's discuss this one. It says 16 consecutive natural numbers are to be filled into a 4 into 4 square matrix as shown below, such that there is one number in each box of the matrix, not necessarily in any order. A few of these 16 numbers are already shown in the boxes, like 13, 16, 28, 25. These numbers are already given. Then remaining 12 numbers are denoted by 12 alphabets, namely A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K and L. The numbers are filled in the boxes such a way that the sum of numbers in the boxes of any row any column, any diagonal of the square matrix is the same. So the sum of every row, every column, every diagonal is same. It is also known that d plus e plus I is equal to 60. So see, the interesting part is this 16 consecutive natural numbers, right? 16 consecutive natural numbers. The least number which is given in this matrix is 13. So 16 consecutive numbers, if I take that 13 is minimum, then what will be the maximum number? 13, 14, 15, and then 13 plus 15, 28. So basically these are the numbers. Maximum is 28 given, minimum is 13 given. That means those 16 numbers belong to this range, 13 to 28. No other number will be used except these 16 numbers, like 12 cannot be used, 29 cannot be used. Now, what will be the sum? Sum of these numbers is equal to 13 plus 14 till 28. Using the sum of GP, there are 16 numbers, 60 by 2, first term plus last term, which is equal to 8 into 41, which is equal to 328. So sum of all of these 16 numbers is 328, right? If I take these 4 numbers, let's say sum is x, these 4 will also be x, these 4 will also be x, and these 4 will also be x. We are taking all 16 numbers into account. The sum of all of these should be 328. So 4x is equal to 328, or we can say x is equal to 82. Sum of the 4 numbers in every row, every column will be 82. Ronak, it's given that there are 16 consecutive natural numbers. The minimum number is 13, the maximum is 28. तो जो 16 consecutive numbers ले रहे हैं उसमें 13 और 28 तो आना चाहिए ना, right? 13 to 28, how many numbers? These are 16 consecutive numbers. So minimum और maximum को consider करते हुए we already have these 16 consecutive numbers, okay? So every row, every column will have a sum of 82 as well as every diagonal. So 82, 82, 82, 82, all of these will have 82 as their sum. The diagonal will also be 82 like this. All of these will be added to 82, okay? Ronak, minimum or maximum limit is not given, but according to this table, what's the minimum number? 13. 13 के बाद 15 consecutive number लो, तो 28 last number आ रहा है ना, तो ये दोनों तो होने चाहिए ना. 16 consecutive numbers में these two numbers should be there, right? 13 to 28. So all of these are 82. Where do we start? So either start with maximum or start with minimum. So what about minimum or maximum? Like in this one, 25 KL plus 28, 25 plus K plus L plus 28 should be equal to 82, or K plus L should be equal to 53. 82 minus 53 is 29. What are the possibilities? You cannot take 13 plus 16, okay? You cannot take 13 plus 16, you can take 14 plus 15. That will be equal to 14 plus 15, okay? Ravi Raj, last line. Yay. Sum of these 4 numbers 82, sum of these 4 numbers is also 82. Sum of 4 numbers in every column or every row is same, like this, as I have written. Sum of these is 82, है ना? अच्छा, K plus L is 29. It could be 14 or 15. It could be 15 or 14, right? Then similarly, in the first row, what we can say? 13 plus A plus B plus 16 is also 82. So from there, we are getting A plus B is equal to, what will be this value? 13 plus 16 is 29, 82 minus 29 is 53. So what are the possibilities? 53, see, you cannot take 25. 25 plus 28 is 53, or 26 plus 27 is 53. There is only one possibility, that is 26 plus 27. No other possibility is there. So we can say one of these will be 26, the other will be 27. Okay, clear? Then we check this diagonal, 13 plus d plus I plus 28. 13 plus d plus I plus 28 is also 82, or we can say that d plus I is equal to what? 28 plus 13 is 41. This is 41. Now it's given that d plus E plus I is 60. D plus I is 41. Can I say E is equal to 19? So we will fill this as 19. Hai we will fill this as 19. Now similarly, in this diagonal, 25 plus 16 is 41 plus 19 is 60. What can we say about H? Out of 4 numbers, 3 numbers are given. We can say H will be equal to what? Can you find H here? It's very easy. Sum should be sum of these 4 numbers, 16 plus 19 plus H plus 25 is 82. 25 plus 16, 41 plus 19, 60. H will be equal to 22. Okay. H will be equal to 22. Is that clear to everyone? Batao. Till here, is that clear? Yes? Okay. All good. Chalo. Let's start with, now, can we say anything about DI? There will be some possibilities in case of D and I. What will be those possibilities? So we can check this. DI 41 is equal to 13 plus 28 is not possible. 14 plus 28 is 27 is not possible. 15 plus 26 is not possible. 16 plus 25 is not possible because 16 is taken. 17 plus 24 is possible. 17 plus 24 is possible. 18 plus 23 is possible. And 19 plus 22 is possible. 20 plus 21 is also possible. These are the different possibilities for DI, D plus I, as per now, as per the information that we have now. Now, what should be those values? That we will have to figure out by using some more information. What we can say about C and G? C plus G. C plus G will be equal to 13 plus 25 is 38. 82 minus 38 is 44. This is 44. How do you get 44? How do you get 44? The least number that you can take is 17, but 17 plus 27 is not possible. 18 plus 26 is not possible. 19 plus 25 is possible, right? 19 plus 25 is possible, or 20 plus 24 is possible, or 21 plus 23 is possible. 22 plus 22 is not possible. Correct? 19 is taken already. Yes. So we can discard this here, we can discard this here. Correct. 19 is already taken. And 22 is also taken. So वो तो हमने consider नहीं किया है. ठीक है. 19 is already taken, right? Correct. So for C plus D we have two combination left, 20 plus 24, 21 plus 23. Okay. 21 plus 23, 20 plus 24. All right. Then what are we left with? In case of, see, now one thing we can figure out here, that if this is 20 plus 24, then neither this one or this one is possible. Then answer will be this one. If 21 plus 23 is possible, then this one or this one is not possible, this will be possible. Okay, so still we have two cases. Let's go for F plus J. f plus j, 16 plus 28 is 44, right? So 82 minus 44 is 38. 38. Now how can we write 38? 38 we can write 18 plus 20, 18 plus 20, or 17 plus 21, or 16, 16 not possible, 15 not possible. So here we are where f plus j is equal to 18 plus 20 or 17 plus 21. That's it, right? So how do we proceed further? How do we proceed further? See, in case of, where do we go? Either we choose one of the cases, any one of the cases, and solve. Like 41 we have 3 cases, but c plus g we have 2 cases, either this or this. F plus j we have 2 cases, है ना? 18 plus 20, 17 plus 21, है ना? 18 plus 20 or 17 plus 21. So if I we can, there are 2 cases, so we cannot say trial and error. You will have to use the cases. You can move with any one of the cases and then move forward, right? If I take this 24, see, if I start with this one 2024, if 2024, then here it will be 1721, correct? 2024, then it cannot be 20 here, it will be 1721. So 2024, this case is gone, it will be 1823. 18 and 23 is possible here. What do we put here? See, in this case, the sum we are getting b plus e plus I. In this case, 26 plus 14, the minimum sum is 40 plus 19, 59. So this should be 23. Or if I take 26 plus 15 plus 19, that will be 50. So this 60. Then this will be 22, right? But 22 is not here, so this case is not possible. 22 is not here. If I take bigger value like 27 plus 14, 41, again 23. 27 plus 41, 14, 41 plus 19, 60. Then 22, not possible. 27 plus 15 is 42 plus 19, 61. In that case, this will be 21. In that case, this will be 21, right? So still both of these cases are possible, 23, 21, both of these cases. See, if I am taking this 27, this 15, then 32 plus 19 is 51. Then this value should be 21. We have a case where we can take this 21. So as I said, either you move with this case or you move with this case. So what will happen? 22 is not going to be there anyway, है ना? Okay. So if I take this case, 18 plus 23, so 22 cannot be here, 23 will be here. If 23 is here, 19 plus 23 is 42. Some of these two should be 40. That is only case possible, 26 and 17. In that case, 27 will be here, 15 will be here. 27 plus 15 is 42 plus 22 is 66. Then D, अच्छा, इन दोनों का sum कितना है? 41. So this will be 18, right? This will be 18 by default. This will be 18. Now what about these two cases? 37 and C plus F should be equal to 45. C plus F should be equal to 45. What's the case we can take? C 24, 21, F 21. This is 21, this is 24, right? And the remaining, this will be 20 and this will be 17. If you take the second case, so what will happen? See, if I take this case 21, 23, this will be 18, 20, 21, 23, these two are booked, so it will be 17, 24. But 24 cannot come here. 24 नहीं आ सकता. कैसे नहीं आ सकता? अगर मिनिमम भी लें 26 plus 1440 plus 1959, it cannot be 24. So this case is not valid. This case is not valid anyway. So only this case is valid. So that's it. Our selection is done of all the numbers, right? These are the numbers that we were looking for. Let's check the questions. How many numbers in the given matrix are numerically greater than number denoted by C? C is 24, greater than 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So answer is 4. Option A. Find the sum of the digits of D. What is D? D is 18. Sum of the digits is 9. What is the sum of F plus G? F plus G is 21 plus 20, 41. Option D. What is the difference of D and I? D is 18, I is 23. The difference should be 5. Option C. A, B, D, C. That's your answers, guys. Okay. A, B, D, and C. So Avi Krishna got this correct, and Aryan got this correct, Ayushi got this correct. Chalo, very good. Hana? So it was a good set, not very lengthy, but not very easy as well. You had to consider cases, but if you consider them, you get the answer very easily. Hana? Ready? All good? बताओ कहीं पे डाउट है? मैंने कुछ भी फास्ट फॉरवर्ड नहीं किया है. एवरीथिंग इज रिटन हियर. यू कैन स्टिल अंडरस्टैंड. अगर कहीं भी कुछ भी डाउट है तो all good? Then let's try the next one. Ready, guys? Next set. Yes? Okay then. Chalo, let's try the next one. Now this is a very good set and somehow very close to that. विकास इज आस्किंग सर विच टॉपिक वी शुड LR टॉपिक. देखो जैट का ऐसा कुछ खास नहीं है, मतलब जो भी कैट में आ चुके हैं उस तरह के आ जाते हैं. लाइक वेन डायग्राम भी आ रखा है, गेम्स एंड टूर्नामेंट्स, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, क्वांट बेस्ड रीजनिंग, अरेंजमेंट्स, ऑल ऑफ दीज टॉपिक्स सब आ सकते हैं, है ना. यस अर्नब, ऐसे सेट्स भी आते हैं. हैव यू चेक जैट PYQ? अगर नहीं तो iQuanta यूट्यूब चैनल पे हमने जैट के PYQs अपलोड किए हैं, वीडियो सॉल्यूशंस 2018 to 2025. यू शुड चेक देम. All right, chalo, let's discuss this set. It says read the information given below carefully and answer the questions that follow it. 5 aspirants, Abhi, Beena, Selina, Donna and Love, gave a competitive exam. The competitive exam had the marking pattern given below. What's the marking pattern? Total number of questions were 40. So for each of these, total number of questions will be 40. For each correct answer, students were rewarded 4 marks. For each wrong answer, heavy penalty, which is 2 marks, were deducted. 1 mark was deducted for each unattempted question. For every question left after 4 questions, 0.5 marks were deducted additionally for every question. Means 6, if you have 6 unattempted questions, then the marks will be deducted. So for 4 questions, it will be 0.5. For the remaining 2 questions, 1.5. That will be equal to 5 marks will be deducted. If you are not attempting 10 questions, then total marks will be deducted will be 4 into 0.5, sorry, 4 into 1 marks, right? So this will be 4 plus 3, 4 plus 3, 7 marks. So in this case, it will be 4 into 1, and for the remaining 6, penalty will be 1.5. So 9 plus 4, 13 marks will be deducted. This is what it says. The table is given. This table has nothing that we should work upon and try to find the values. So we should move to the questions. Question number 1. What is the maximum score that Abhi could have obtained? Abhi have attempted 26 questions. Maximum score possible. See, for every incorrect, there is a penalty of -2. For every unattempted, till 4 questions, there is a penalty of -1. For the rest of the questions, there is a penalty of -1.5. Still, it's better to have unattempted than wrong, right? So what we can say, maximum, when 26, all of them are correct, and 14 unattempted. Right. So maximum marks 24, 26 into 4 minus 4 into 1 minus 10 into 1.5, which gives us 104 minus 15 plus 4, 19. So that is equal to 85. Answer is option A, which lots of you got it. Answer for this question is A. All PYQs are not uploaded. विकास आई गेस डेली बेसिस पे एक अपलोड हो रहा है, 1 या 2, तो 1-2 दिन में सारे अपलोड हो जाएंगे, है ना, 2018 to 2025. Okay, is this clear to everyone? Why we are getting maximum marks as 85? Is that clear? अनअटेम्प्टेड क्वेश्चन की मार्किंग यहाँ एक्सप्लेन की है ना. इफ यू हैव 6 अनअटेम्प्टेड क्वेश्चन, फर्स्ट 4 क्वेश्चन 1 mark will be deducted, rest of the questions 1.5 marks will be deducted, as simple as that. For the first 4 questions 1 mark, for the rest of the questions 1.5 marks will be deducted. Question number 2, if Donna scored the maximum marks, in the exam among all the 5 aspirants, then at the maximum how many questions could he or she have wrongly attempted? Wrongly attempted means we need to minimize the maximum score of Donna, then only we can maximize the wrong answers, right? So this should be minimum of maximum in case of Donna. What should be? Out of all these 5, Donna has maximum among all the 5. So one thing that is clear, that in case of Donna, it must be greater than 63. Plus, in case of Avi, we don't know how many of them are correct. All 26 attempted question could be incorrect. We don't need to worry about the score of Avi. We must worry about the score of Selena, because Selena got 25 correct. Selena got, so minimum score that Selena could have had when 25 of them are correct, rest 15 are incorrect. So what will happen? So in case of Selena, 25 correct, 15 wrong. So 15 into 2, that will give us 70. Selena can have a 70 minimum marks, right? And rest of them can have less than Selena. But if Donna wants to be the maximum scorer, the minimum score that Donna can have is 71. Out of all these 5, Donna will have maximum if at least Donna has scored 71. Now if Donna has scored 71, then how do we find the total number of maximum wrong answers by Donna? So in case of Donna, if you want to maximize the wrong answers, you must minimize the unattempted. So unattempted is 10, correct? We can take unattempted as 10 minimum, and number of correct is equal to C, wrong is equal to W, unattempted is equal to 10, minimum this 10, because this is also deducing the marks, right? So if I want to maximize W, you must minimize this. This should be greater than 9, so this must be 10. Okay. Why not 15 unattempted? Sweta, in that case, if you take 15 unattempted, then score of Selena will be bigger than 70, and in that case, Donna will have bigger than 71. But we want to maximize number of incorrect attempt. नंबर ऑफ रॉन्ग अटेम्प्ट अगर मैक्सिमाइज करना है तो स्कोर को मिनिमाइज करना होगा ना डोना का, सच दैट स्टिल सी इज ऑन टॉप, करेक्ट. इसी वजह से हम सेलिना का मिनिमम लेंगे, तो सारे के सारे रॉन्ग लेंगे. ओके, क्लियर. सो इन केस ऑफ करेक्ट व्हाट वी कैन से C plus W should be equal to 30 because unattempted is 10. Then 4C minus 2W should be equal to 71, right? 4C minus 2W, okay, 4C minus 2W, and for unattempted also we will have to take care of. So minus 4 into 1 minus 6 into 1.5 should be equal to 71, or 4C minus 2W will be, this is 9 plus 4 13, this will become 84. Equation 1, equation 2. Equation 1 into 4 minus equation 2. So कितना हो जाएगा 6W is equal to 4C cancelled out, right? And this will become 4W. So 6W is equal to 120 minus 84, so 20, it's 20 plus 16 is 36, or W will be equal to 6. So the answer is option C, है ना? Answer is option C. किसका आंसर इसमें सही आया था? पहले सिर्फ और सिर्फ कुछ लोगों का ही आया था, जैसे कि आर्यन, देन निवेदिता, ध्रुवित, अवि कृष्णा, ठीक है, ओके। सी आशिका and Mishika. In case of Dona has highest score out of all of these 5, right? But we need to maximize the number of wrong attempts. We need to maximize the number of wrong attempts of Dona. How is that possible? If you are maximizing the number of wrong attempts for Dona, she must have the least score possible. What would be the least score possible for Dona, so that she is still on top of these 5? So, which of these 4 can have maximum? Selena can have maximum because she has 25 correct. Rest we can take 0, 0, like this, okay. So, in that case Selena got 25 correct, 15 incorrect. So, in that case we get minimum possible score of Selena, which is 70. Now, out of these 4, minimum score anyone can have is 70. तो डोना का स्कोर कम से कम उससे एक ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, यानी कि 71, कम से कम उससे एक ज़्यादा 71. तो 71 के लिए क्या करेंगे? नंबर ऑफ रॉन्ग अटेम्प्ट्स मैक्सिमाइज करने हैं, तो नंबर ऑफ अनअटेम्प्टेड हम मिनिमाइज करेंगे, क्योंकि दोनों ही नेगेटिव है. तो ये ग्रेटर देन 9 होना चाहिए, तो हमने 10 ले लिया. नंबर ऑफ करेक्ट अटेम्प्ट C, नंबर ऑफ रॉन्ग अटेम्प्ट W, unattempted is 10. C plus W should be 30, or 4 marks for each correct answer, -2 for each wrong, and for 10 unattempted, for the first 4 question -1, for the rest 6 question -1.5. This should be 71. So, we got another equation in C and W. Solving equation 1 and 2, we get W is equal to 6. Okay. (84) के बाद इक्वेशन 1 इंटू 4, 4C ये क्या हो जाएगा? 4C 4W इज इक्वल टू 30 इंटू 4. सब्ट्रैक्ट करने पे 4C माइनस 2W, सो इट विल बिकम 6W. ठीक है, क्लियर नाउ? अभी भी किसी को डाउट है यहाँ पे? बताओ. ओके. Next one, what is the minimum possible difference between the marks of Selena and Love? Selena and Love. In case of Love, 18 correct attempts. In case of Selena, 25 correct attempts. If I want to find the minimum difference, what do we need to do? We want to minimize the number of score of Selena, and we want to maximize the score of Love, correct? So, in case of Selena, 25 correct, 15 incorrect. In case of Selena, what will be? 25 correct, 15 wrong. So, score will be equal to 25 into 4 minus 15 into 2, that is equal to 70. This is the minimum score possible for Selena. In case of Love, how do we maximize score? So, 18 correct, rest of them unattempted, so 22 unattempted. So, in that case score will be equal to 18 into 4 minus 4 into 1, 18 into 1.5. For the remaining 18 unattempted question, the penalty is 1.5. This will be equal to 72 minus 27, 31. This is equal to 41. So, the maximum score Love can have is 41. The minimum score Selena can have is 70. Question is, what's the minimum difference? That is option D, which is 29. है ना? That's it. (29). Check the solution properly. Let me know if you have any doubts. Avi Krishna got this correct. And or आर्यन का करेक्ट है, और शायद किसी का करेक्ट नहीं आया था, है ना? ठीक है, क्लियर? चलो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द लास्ट वन. What are the minimum possible number questions that Beena could have attempted? Beena 63. Minimum number of attempted question. Now, can you try this? What will be the answer now? As you understand this, मिशिका 15 अनअटेम्प्टेड कैसे ले सकते हैं बताओ. हमें सेलिने का स्कोर मिनिमाइज करना है. फॉर एवरी रॉन्ग आंसर 2 डिडक्शन, फॉर एवरी अनअटेम्प्टेड first 4 question 1, rest of the questions it will be minus 1.5. तो मिनिमम करने के लिए सारे क्या लेंगे, रॉन्ग लेंगे ना, अनअटेम्प्टेड लेने से नहीं होगा. What's the answer of this question? What are the minimum possible questions that Beena could have attempted? Score of Beena is 63. मिनिमम पॉसिबल का क्या मतलब है बताओ. मिनिमम पॉसिबल का क्या मतलब है, किस तरह का हमें वो करना है कि अगर मिनिमम पॉसिबल क्वेश्चंस दैट बीना कुड हैव अटेम्प्टेड, हाउ डू वी गो फ्रॉम हियर? व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट करेक्ट, इनकरेक्ट एंड रॉन्ग अनअटेम्प्टेड क्वेश्चन? व्हाट शुड बी द थिंकिंग इन दिस बताओ. First of all, C plus W plus U is equal to 40. 40C, 4C plus 2W minus 2W. Minus 2W, है ना? नेगेटिव मार्किंग बढ़ानी है, नेगेटिव मार्किंग बढ़ानी है, श्योर हो बताओ. देखो, अगर अटेम्प्टेड क्वेश्चन मिनिमम करने तो अनअटेम्प्टेड मैक्सिमम करने होंगे. क्या करने होंगे? अनअटेम्प्टेड मैक्सिमम करने होंगे, राइट? सो इज इट पॉसिबल दैट आई डोंट टेक एनी रॉन्ग आंसर्स, करेक्ट एंड अनअटेम्प्टेड? करेक्ट. इज इट पॉसिबल? लेट्स चेक दिस. सो इफ आई टेक W is equal to 0, if I take W is equal to 0, C plus U should be equal to 40 and 4C minus 4 into 1 minus U minus 4 into 1.5 should be 63. So, this will be equal to 4C minus 4 plus 4 is equal to 0, है ना? This will become minus 1.5 U is equal to 63, है ना? First 4 unattempted question minus 1, rest of the questions minus 1.5, है ना? So in that case, if I take this, it will become 8C minus 3U is equal to 126. So C, what will be the value of C? So 3U, 3C is 120. Add this, 11C is equal to 120. कितना आ गया इनको ऐड करने पे? 246. 246 का मतलब C is equal to 2 times 22 then 26, 2 point something, है ना? क्वेश्चन 3 आई कैन मैक्सिमाइज टू 56 मार्क्स. देखते हैं उसमें. देखो यहां पे C क्या आ रहा है? 22 पॉइंट समथिंग. कैलकुलेशन सही है ना? लेट मी चेक. ये 120 आ रहा है, ये 126 आ रहा है और ऐड कर रहे हैं तो 246 आ रहा है. हाँ ठीक है. सो 22 पॉइंट समथिंग, राइट? यही कॉम्बिनेशन आ रहा है ना? क्वेश्चन 3 में 56 कैसे कर सकते हो भाई? कैसे हो रहा है 56 बताओ? आई एम टेकिंग ऑल करेक्ट एंड रेस्ट 22 अनअटेम्प्टेड. 56 कैसे आएगा? 18 इंटू 4 माइनस 4 इंटू 1 माइनस 18 इंटू 1.5, 27 प्लस 4 31. सही तो है, क्या दिक्कत है बताओ? कोई तो दिक्कत नहीं लग रही मुझे। अभी कृष्णा 56 कैसे आ रहा है भाई? नॉट पॉसिबल ना, ठीक है, ओके। ऑल राइट, ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। 22 पे आ रहा है ना, 22 पे आ रहा है, बताओ 22 पे आ जा रहा है? यस, 22 करेक्ट। एंड 22 अगर करेक्ट लें तो 22 इंटू 4, 18 इनकरेक्ट लें तो 4 माइनस 21, 88 माइनस 25 इज इक्वल टू 63। ठीक है, यहां पे गड़बड़ कैसे हो रहा है भाई? अच्छा ये 6 है, ओके ओके गाइस, 1 सेकेंड, दिस इज +6, तो ये 61 हो जाएगा, है ना, ये 61 हो जाएगा। 1 सेकेंड, दिस विल बिकम, ये हो जाएगा +2 -2, सो ये 61 हो जाएगा। एंड 61 का मतलब ये 122 हो जाएगा। एंड उसका मतलब ये एग्जैक्टली 242 हो जाएगा। तो ये एग्जैक्टली 22 आ रहा है ना, ऑप्शन ही सही है। सो नंबर ऑफ अटेम्प्टेड क्वेश्चन अगर मैक्सिमाइज करने हैं तो अनअटेम्प्टेड क्या करेंगे हम, सॉरी मिनिमाइज करने हैं तो मैक्सिमाइज करेंगे अनअटेम्प्टेड को। दैट्स इट, एज सिंपल एज दैट। तो रॉन्ग को 0 करके देखेंगे, है ना। ऑल गुड, ठीक है। इंटरेस्टिंग सेट्स हो रहे हैं आज, है ना। वो सेम बोरिंग कैलकुलेशन वाला डीआई सेट्स नहीं हो रहे, वो हमने कर लिया है। 2 वीक हमने वो कर लिया है, और इस वीक मैंने कुछ ऐसे ही क्वेश्चंस रखे हैं, ऐसे ही सेट्स रखे हैं इसमें सॉल्व करने में थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि ऐसे भी क्वेश्चंस आए हैं। ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ डीआई ही आते हैं, कुछ कुछ क्वेश्चंस रीजनिंग बेस्ड भी आते हैं। ओके, नाउ लेट्स ट्राई दिस वन। ये कुछ ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग था। हाँ, अच्छा क्वेश्चन है। चलो कुछ इजी सेट्स करते हैं, 1-2 इजी सेट्स करते हैं गाइस। 2 अच्छे सेट्स, ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग सेट्स कर लिए, 1-2 इजी सेट्स करते हैं। ट्राई टू सॉल्व इट, एंड आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग लॉट्स ऑफ करेक्ट आंसर्स, है ना। अभी 70 पीपल ऑनलाइन है, एटलीस्ट 50+ रिस्पॉन्सेज तो होनी चाहिए इसके। चलो डिस्कस करते हैं। ऑलरेडी बहुत सारे रिस्पॉन्सेज आ चुके हैं। बहुत ही बेसिक सा क्वेश्चन है, बस अगर समझना है और समझ गए तो सॉल्व इजीली हो सकता है। 3 friends Ankit, Krishna and Nikhil initially had 1600, 1200 and 800 chocolates with them respectively. So we have Ankit, we have Krishna and we have Nikhil. Ankit has 1600 and Krishna has 1200, Nikhil had 800. Okay. They started playing a game in which every round the player having the maximum number of chocolates gives the other two number of chocolates equal to half the difference between the number of chocolates C, the girl with the maximum number of chocolates has. अच्छा, C और he actually, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा C और he होना चाहिए, girl और boy, with the maximum number of chocolates has and the number of chocolates the other player has. The game stops when the difference between the number of chocolates with any two players is less than 50. So the first time the difference between number of chocolates with any two players is less than 50, you stop the game there. For example, in the first round, Ankit gives 1600 minus 1200 by 2, that is 200 chocolates to Krishna, and 1600 minus 800, that is 800 by 2, that is to Nikhil. Okay. So यहाँ से अगर आगे हम प्रोसीड करें, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल 1600, तो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, अंकित इज गिविंग द हाफ ऑफ द डिफरेंस राइट टू निखिल. सो देखो एक डायरेक्ट कन्वर्जन यहां से निकाल सकते हैं, निखिल प्लस अंकित माइनस निखिल बाय 2, दिस विल बी इक्वल टू 2n plus a minus n by 2, which is equal to a plus n by 2. So basically for faster calculation what you can do, कि अगर कोई maximum है and he needs to give some money to someone, then in that case just take their average, like 1600 plus 800, 2400 by 2, Nikhil will have 1200, 1600 plus 1200, 2800 by 2, 1400. What's left? So total, what is total? Total amount of money is constant, that is equal to 3600. So it will remain constant, sum should be 3600. So Ankit is giving 200 to Krishna and 400 to Nikhil, 600 less 1000. Okay. So I hope this step is clear to everyone, right? This step is clear. Now Krishna has the maximum. So what will Nikhil have? So 1400, 1200, 2600 half, 1300, 1400, 1000, 2400 half, 1200, 1200, 1300 is 2500. Krishna will be left with 1100. कितना faster calculation है इससे, है ना? Now Nikhil has highest. So now Ankit plus Nikhil, 2500 by 2, 1250. Ankit plus Krishna, 2400 by 2, 1200. And then he will be left with, so 2450, 1150, है ना? Still the difference is not 50 or less than that. Difference is not less than 50. 50 is there. Now once again Ankit has the maximum. So average of 1250 plus 1200, it will be 1225. Average of these two is 1200 and he will be left with 1175. Now you can see the difference between these two is 25, which is less than 50, and difference with these two as well is 25, which is less than 50. So we will stop the game here. We started the game here and we stop the game here. That's it. This was the set, guys. And now check the answers. How many chocolates will Nikhil have at the end of the game? 1200. What is the maximum number of chocolates that Nikhil had during the game? So it was 1300. Option C. Who has the maximum number of chocolates at the end of the game? At the end of the game, Krishna had maximum number of chocolates. B, C, P. Right? So जितने भी responses आए सारे ही correct हैं. which is really good, है ना. चलो, let's move on to the next one. चलो, let's try this set. वाह, काफ़ी जल्दी, यस ये सेट ऐसा ही है। अगर समझ में आ गया तो काफ़ी जल्दी, नहीं तो फिर काफ़ी टाइम भी लग सकता है ना। बहुत ही सिंपल क्वेश्चन है। इट सेज अ न्यू स्टॉक इज बीइंग ट्रेडेड ऑन BSE फ्रॉम मंडे टू फ्राइडे. There is an opening price and closing price for each day. The following information is known. The opening price on Monday is 100, while the closing price on Friday is 110. At the end of each day, the price of the stock either goes up by 10 rupees or goes down by 10 rupees. The opening price on any day is same as the closing price on previous day. क्या मतलब है इसका? Every day the price is either going up by 10 or going down by 10, but overall Monday to Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, the opening price is 100 here and the price here, while the closing price of Friday is 110. How many changes are there? 1 change, 2 change, 3 change and मंडे को भी एक चेंज और एक फ्राइडे को भी तो चेंज होगा, फ्राइडे को भी तो चेंज होगा। टोटल नंबर ऑफ चेंजेस इज इक्वल टू 5, टोटल नंबर ऑफ चेंजेस इज इक्वल टू 5, राइट। बट ओवरऑल जो चेंज है वो एक चेंज के इक्विवेलेंट है, एक ही बार इंक्रीज हुआ है। इंक्रीज डिक्रीज, इंक्रीज डिक्रीज, इंक्रीज, ऐसा इंक्रीज डिक्रीज, इंक्रीज डिक्रीज, इंक्रीज। सो ओवरऑल व्हाट डू यू सी? 3 times increase, 2 times decrease. ऐसा भी ले सकते हैं, increase, then increase, then increase and then decrease and then decrease. 3 times increase, 2 times decrease. In this case as well, you are going to get 110 in the end. Is that clear to everyone that overall there will be 5 out of 5, 3 increase and 2 decrease. 3 increase and 2 decrease of 10 plus 10 minus 10, है ना। So 5 days 3i and 2d. In how many ways this can be arranged? In how many ways this can be arranged? Overall number of possibilities will be, every day there are 2 ways, increase or decrease. So 5 days 2 to the power 5, 32 possibilities. But because of this 10, 100 increase overall, there will be 3 increase and 2 decrease. This can be arranged in 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 2 factorial, which is equal to 10 ways only. So you get the answer. Find the number of cases possible, 10. Among all the possible cases, how many times do the stock price rise by 10 on 3 consecutive occasions? So these 3i we need to put 1 as 1 and 2d. So number of ways this can be done is 3 factorial. 3 factorial इसको 1 मान लेंगे, 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial, that will be equal to 3. क्योंकि इनकी आपस में तो कोई अरेंजमेंट नहीं हो सकती. Answer is option D, not C guys. Answer is D now. Stock price rise by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 consecutive occasion, 3 cases. D is the answer, not C. Many of you have answered C. ठीक है. Among all the possible cases, how many times do the stock price fall by 10 on 2 consecutive occasions? So I, and then we have 2D. These 3 should be together. So how many ways this can be arranged? How many ways? बताओ. 4 identities, 4 factorial by 3 factorial, that is equal to 4. That means answer is C. So B, D, C, that's the answers. These are the answers, okay? सेकेंड का काफी लोगों ने गलती की है. कैसे गलती हुआ है? देखो, ये तो ऐसे भी ट्राई कर सकते हैं, मंडे, ट्यूसडे, वेडनेसडे, ट्यूसडे, वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे, देन वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे, फ्राइडे, है ना. देयर आर 3 केसेस पॉसिबल. ना अब ये है कि जिसे ये यहाँ पे समझ में आ गया कि देयर विल बी 3 इंक्रीज एंड 2 डिक्रीज, देन इट्स इजी. अदरवाइज आई एम श्योर लॉट्स ऑफ यू हैव स्ट्रगल सॉल्विंग दिस, क्योंकि जैसा मैंने बोला था उतने रिस्पॉन्सेस तो दिख नहीं रहे मुझे. किसी का सेकेंड क्वेश्चन गलत है, किसी का थर्ड गलत है. 2 कंसेक्यूटिव डेज, मंडे ट्यूसडे और ट्यूसडे वेडनेसडे और वेडनेसडे थर्सडे और थर्सडे फ्राइडे, 4 डेज. अगर पीएनसी ना भी लें तो भी, है ना. थर्ड वाला 4 फैक्टोरियल डिवाइड बाय 2 फैक्टोरियल, नहीं 3 डेज को साथ में लेंगे ना अर्णव. दीज 3 डे विल बी टेकन टुगेदर. सो 1 2 3, ठीक है. ये देखो ना, यहां पे ये दिख रहा है, ये देखो ये दिख रहा है. मंडे ट्यूसडे वेडनेसडे, ट्यूसडे वेडनेसडे थर्सडे, वेडनेसडे थर्सडे फ्राइडे. ओके, ये 3 आइडेंटिटी हो गए, 3 एंटिटी हो गए, डी डी और एक आई का गुच्छा, जहां जाएगा साथ में जाएगा तीनों. 3 फैक्टोरियल, 2 डीज, 2 फैक्टोरियल. पीएनसी प्रोबेबिलिटी से 2-3 क्वेश्चन तो आते हैं क्यूएडीआई में. ओके, ऑल गुड. बताओ अभी भी कोई डाउट है इसमें? अगर है तो बताओ. है कोई डाउट्स इसमें? ईशानी, देखो इनिशियली 100 है ना, फाइनल 110 है. सो ओवरऑल अगर हम देखें 5 डेज, देर इज ओनली 1 इंक्रीज ऑफ 10 रुपीज. इन 5 days what are the possibilities? 5 increase, in that case it will be plus 150. 4 increase, 1 decrease, in that case plus 40, minus 10, there will be an overall increase of 30. 3 increase, 2 decrease, 3 days वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो रही है, 2 days वैल्यू डिक्रीज हो रही है. तो क्या हो जाएगा, प्लस 30 माइनस 20, देयर विल बी एन इंक्रीज ऑफ 10. if you have 2 increase and 3 decrease, then this will bring minus 10 change. If you have 1 increase and 4 decrease, then you will have minus 30 decrease, and all 5 days if value is decreasing, then this will bring change of minus 50. From here to here the change is plus 10, means only this case is valid, right? Okay. Okay, chalo. All right, now let's try a really interesting question based on average, है ना, based on average. बहुत ही अच्छा सेट है ये. I really love this set. I hope all the values are visible here properly. If not, then let me know. Okay. All the values are visible. ठीक है. Chalo, all right, enough responses. Let's discuss this now. In iQuanta School of Patna, a certain number of students are playing stamps. They are divided into 5 groups named A, B, C, D and T. The diagram given below indicates the minimum and maximum number of stamps possessed by any student in each group. It also shows the average number of stamps per student in every group. So, in this group you can see group A, minimum number of stamps that anyone has is 2. Maximum number of stamps that anyone has is 8. And the average is 5. This is how you read this. Question number 1, it says, what is the minimum possible total number of students across all the groups taken together? So, in case of A, average is equal to 5, right? Minimum, there must be 2 students. So, 5 into 2 is equal to 10. If I take minimum 2 plus maximum 8, this is equal to 10. It works, right? So, in A, there will be minimum 2. It's possible. In case of B, what's the average? Average is equal to 5 again, and minimum is 3 plus 9, 12. 3 plus 9, 12. Is that possible? So, 5 into 2 अगर लें तो 10 आता है. That is not possible. We must think about taking minimum 3 students, right? So, this will be equal to 15 and one of them is 3, then 9 and then 3, right? This is possible, correct? So, what will be the minimum number of students in this one? Group B, minimum number of students possible is 3. It cannot be 2 because the average is 5. If you take minimum 3, maximum 9, 2 students only, then you are going to get 12. So, that is not possible. There must be at least 3 students to make it to make average as 15. In case of C, the average is 3. The average is 3. Average is equal to 3. Minimum is 1, maximum is 6. So, 1 plus 6 is 7. You cannot take 2 students, then total will be 6. It's more than that. If I take 3 students, 3 into 3 is equal to 9. Minimum 1 is mandatory, maximum 6 is mandatory. I can take 2 as well. This is the third student, right? So, minimum number of students in C will be nothing but 3. In case of D, the average is equal to 4. Minimum in case of D is 2, maximum 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. There cannot be 2 students. If I take 3 students, what will happen? 4 into 3 is equal to 12. Minimum must be 2, maximum must be 7. Can we take one value in between? 7 plus 2, 9. I can take one value in between, which is 3, which makes sense. So, minimum students will be 3 here. In case of group T, student T, minimum 1, maximum 3 and average is 2. That's possible. So, in that case, there will be 2 students. So, minimum total will be option B, which is 13. This is how it works. Okay? है ना? Is that clear? कुछ लोगों के आंसर्स मैं देख रहा हूँ 10 भी आ रहे हैं. उन्होंने डेटा पे ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं दिया, है ना? सब में 2 2 2 2 ले लिया कि एक मिनिमम एक मैक्सिमम. You also need to check that minimum, if you are taking minimum number of students as 2, is the given average possible? So, it's not possible in all the cases, right? Okay, all good here. This is the base of this set. If you are able to understand it, you will be able to solve rest of them easily, correct? Now, what is the minimum number of students who have either 2 or 3 stamps? So, student and students in case of, wait a second, let us write down group A, B, C, D and T. What's the minimum? What's the maximum? Okay. So minimum in case of A is 2, maximum is 8, minimum is 3 here, maximum is 9, minimum is 1 here, maximum is 6, minimum is 2 here, maximum is 7, minimum is 1 here, maximum is 3. Then all of these must be there, all of these must be there, right? All of these must be there. In that case, we don't need to check 2 students, 2 students. It works for these two. What about this one? What about B? In case of B, the average is equal to what? 5. है ना? If I am taking 3 students, then those numbers must be 9, 3, 3. But if I am taking 4 students, what will happen? 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 9, that is equal to 20. 20 by 4 is equal to 5. This is possible. So in case of B also, minimum number of students will be 1 with 2 or 3 marbles. What about C? In case of C, the average is equal to 3. So 6 plus 1, 7. We know that there must be at least 3 students. But if you take 3 students, the total will be 9. And in that case, you must take 2. है ना? Sinjini, which part? The first question. We just need to check that what will be the minimum number of students. So if you are taking 2 students, that will not fulfill all the given information. In case of BCD, if you are taking 2 students, then it's not possible that average is same. See, 3 plus 9, 12 by 2, average will be 6, while average given is 5. There must be at least 3 students, and we need to check that as well. In case of C, 1 plus 6 is 7. Average you are getting is 3.5, while given average is 3. There must be 1 student, at least 1 student more. So 3 students. Same for D. If you are taking only minimum and maximum, you are not going to get the average. 2 plus 7 is 9. Average is 4.5. Okay. So we also need to check here. We also need to check that if average condition is fulfilled or not. ओके एवरेज भी तो सही आना चाहिए ना, कि नहीं आएगा, ये बताओ. एवरेज कंडीशन शुड बी फुलफिल्ड और नॉट, टेल मी. ओके, सो इन केस ऑफ सी, व्हाट डू यू थिंक, है ना? What do you think? Average is equal to 3. If you are taking 1 plus 6, if you are taking 3 people, then total will be 9. 6 plus 1 is 7. The third student must be 2, right? But see, one thing is clear. By taking only 2 students, the average you are getting is 3.5, but overall average is 3. That means 1 student must have score below 3. What will be that average? It could be 2, 1. So what condition we can take that we can avoid taking 2 or 3? Can you avoid it? If I am taking 4 students, total will be 3 students, total will be 9. That is not possible. If I am taking 4 students, total will be 12. How do you take all those so that you don't need to take 2 or 3, because we need to minimize that. 6 plus 1 is 7, remaining 2 sums should be 5. Even if you take one of them 4, other must be 1. So it's possible. 3, not 3. We can make that possible. 1 plus 4 plus 6 is equal to 12. 12 by 4 is equal to 3. We are successfully able to avoid all the students who has 2 or 3 stamps. So in that case it will be 0. 0. What about D? We got D 2 or 7, minimum is 2. In case of D, the average is equal to 4. If you take only 2 students, 2 and 7, you are getting 9, right? Now what do you think about D? Do we need any student with number of stamps being 2 or 3, or we don't need that? What do you think? Is that possible? Batao. And how do you deduce that? Think about that. In case of D, is it possible that minimum number of students with 2 or 3 stamps is only 1, not more than that? Batao. Don't need. Give me one example. Give me one example where you are getting this correct, that average is 4. बताओ कैसे आएगा? 1 नहीं ले सकते ना, डी में 1 नहीं ले सकते, मिनिमम 2 है, मैक्सिमम 7 है. If see, overall average is 4 in case of D, overall average is 4. See, in case of T we don't need to worry about, so only D is left. In case of D, think about this, tell me, is it possible that we can avoid any student with 2 or 3 stamps in group D? We are taking, आदित्य मैक्सिमम तो ले रहे हैं ना, यहाँ 9 लिया है, यहाँ 6 लिया है, कहाँ नहीं ले रहे? ले तो रहे हैं ना मैक्सिमम, क्यों नहीं ले रहे? 5 स्टूडेंट्स, और नंबर्स क्या होंगे उनके? नंबर ऑफ स्टैम्प्स विद दोज 5 स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट शुड बी दोज नंबर्स? 4 into 5 is 20. How do you make 20? With minimum 2, maximum 7, without any more 2 or 3. तो देखो कमेंट में काफ़ी सन्नाटा है. सन्नाटा का क्या मतलब है? It's not possible. 2, 7, 4, 7. 14 and 6, 20. 20 by 4 is 5. Okay, Devodatta. 20 by 4 is 5. The average is 4. 4 स्टूडेंट्स 1 plus 6 करके, किसमें 1 plus 6 करके, किसमें ले रहे हो 1 plus 6 करके? ग्रुप डी में 1 तो ले ही नहीं सकते. 257 का सम 14 आ रहा है, 14 by 3 तो इंटीजर भी नहीं है, 4 कहां से होगा? देखो ओके, सी, in case of group D, when we are taking 2 students, the average we are getting is 7 plus 2 by 2, which is equal to 4 by 5. Actual average is equal to 4. What does that tell you? This 4.5 में हमें और नंबर ऐड करने की एवरेज 4 हो जाए, तो नंबर 4 से कम ऐड करोगे ना, 4 से कम, तभी तो एवरेज 4 आएगा. 4 से कम और 2 से ज्यादा, तो 2 या 3 तो लेना ही पड़ेगा एक बार, राइट? यू विल हैव टू टेक 2 or 3 एटलीस्ट वंस. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल टू verify the data for group D without taking any student with 2 or 3 stamps. So there must be at least 2, one more. So in this case there will be 2 students. Okay, so यहाँ पे 2 स्टूडेंट आएंगे, ठीक है? कितने हो जाएंगे टोटल? 5. ऑप्शन डी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट एवरीवन गॉट दिस रॉन्ग. करेक्ट? आई बात समझ में? इज दैट क्लियर? ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग हो गया। ठीक है, तो थोड़े बहुत तो इंटरेस्टिंग होने चाहिए ना, इतना इंटरेस्टिंग तो होना चाहिए ना। अभी 2 इजी सेट्स किए हमने, 2 बहुत ही इजी सेट्स किए हैं। चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, if there is minimum possible number of boys in all the groups taken together, then find the total number of marbles in all the 5 groups taken together. So हमने देखा है minimum number of possible boys will be 2 3 3 3 2, है ना? So that's it. The total will be, average is 5, so 10 5 15 4, 3 into 3 9, 3 into 4 12, and 2 into 2 4. So total is equal to कितना आ रहा है 25, and this is also 25 50. So question number 1 and 3 is related. Both of these questions are related. So minimum score, that means minimum total, minimum students, right? सेकेंड वाले में कितना हिट एंड ट्रायल करेंगे, है ना? सेकेंड क्वेश्चन में हाउ मेनी टाइम्स डू यू नीड टू चेक बिफोर यू नीड टू रियलाइज दैट देयर मस्ट बी एटलीस्ट वन मोर स्टूडेंट विद 2 और 3. तो उसके लिए क्या है, 2 ग्रुप लेंगे, एक ग्रुप में 2 और 7 को रखेंगे, दूसरे ग्रुप में कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हैं, इसका एवरेज 4.5 आ रहा है, इसका एवरेज x आ रहा है, और ओवरऑल एवरेज 4 आ रहा है। कहना इसे x मस्ट बी लेस देन 4, करेक्ट? इफ x इज लेस देन 4, जो बचे हुए स्टूडेंट्स हैं ग्रुप डी के, उनका एवरेज 4 से कम होना चाहिए, तभी ओवरऑल 4 आएगा, क्योंकि ये 4.5 है। कितने स्टूडेंट्स है उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता, इट शुड बी लेस देन 4, लेस देन 4 एंड ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 2. तो 2 और 3 तो आना ही है ना? एंड दिस इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 2, सो x कम से कम एक बार 2 और 3 होगा ही होगा। समझ गए? मजा आया ये सेट करके, अच्छा लगा, है ना? चलो, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस वन सेट विच इज बेस्ड ऑन games and tournaments, okay? And if you guys are ready, then I can move to the next one. Ready? Okay, then let's try this one. No, Aryan, this is not the last set. Okay, done. All right, let's see what it says. It says the 4 players A, B, C, D were put in a group where each player played against every other player. In case the scores were level after the match, the one with lower weight won the match. After all the matches were completed, the player with the highest number of wins won the tournament. So basically none of the matches are drawn, correct, because there are 4 players with different weights, and whenever there is a match, score line is 0-0 or 1-1 or 2-2, anything that says it's a draw, the match is actually not drawn. The player with lesser weight is going to win in that situation. The player with more wins ranked higher than the player with fewer wins. In case the number of wins was equal for 2 players, the player with lower weight ranked above the heavier player. Again the same thing, right? Even if your points are same, overall points, overall winning is same, there cannot be any draw. So there will be only wins or loss. So if number of wins are equal for 2 players, then the player with lower weight is put on higher rank. So some information is given. How do we solve these type of situations? First of all, in distribution sessions, I have always mentioned in my classes, whenever something rank is given, you should take them as first column. So what rank is given? Weight. So in case of weight, I am going to take first rank, second rank, third rank and fourth rank. The best and the maximum weight and the minimum weight. 1 denotes the maximum weight, 4 denotes the minimum weight, and then we can take player, and then we can take their final rank, or yes, final rank. Final rank and number of wins. This is the table that you can draw. Although it's not required, you can solve this set without table as well. Okay. Now how many matches will be there? There are 4 players. Each player is playing against every other player. So 4C2, that is equal to 4 into 3 by 2, 6 matches in total. There will be 6 matches in total. Every player will be playing 3 matches exactly. Every player will be playing exactly 3 matches. Now what it says, the player with lowest weight won the tournament. So this guy has rank 1. This player lowest weight won the tournament. Okay. A did not have the lowest weight. This is not A. This is not A, and did not have the most points in a match out of all matches. Most point in a match, there are some points to be scored. A did not have the maximum points in any match. So A doesn't have the maximum points. I am just going to note it down so that we can use it further. There was only one scoreless match, means one draw. There was one match which was drawn. It was between the lowest and second lowest weight players. In these two, there was the match. So who will win? Definitely this guy is winning, right? This match was a draw. But overall, this guy will win because of the lower weight. Okay. The most points in a match out of all matches were scored by the second heaviest weight player. This player scored maximum points. This player scored maximum, right? Score by the second heaviest player against the second lightest player. Maximum points against this. Again, this one, this did not. So again, this cannot be A using this. This cannot be A. C did not win any match and no player won only one match. See, C did not win any match. This third weight player, second lightest player, lost by this player as well as lost against this player. There are 3 matches. So he cannot win the last match, the one match, correct? So this player lost all the matches. No player has won exactly one match. This player has already lost 2 matches already because of this and against this. And third match, this player cannot win because no one has exactly one win. So who will be this player? Can you tell me who will be this player? The player which is third highest weight with third highest or second lightest weight. Which is this player? This player has not win a single match. It can only be C. This is C. If this is C, this is A, right? Then it says D won the match against the lightest player. D won the match against the lightest player. So D is not this player. That means D must be here and B must be here. Tell me if you have any doubts here. बताओ, है कोई doubt? If you have any doubts, then let me know. Rank of C must be 4 because C did not win any match. 0 wins, correct? C did not win any match, 0 wins. Now, what's left? There are 6 matches. No one has exactly 1 win, right? C has 3 loss. Number of wins can be 0, 1, 2 or 3. Now think about this. C already has 0. No other player can have 0, correct? Because C must have lost the matches against all 3. So all of these won exactly 1 match so far, but no one can have exactly 1. No one can win all 3. Why? Because B, the winner of the tournament, also lost 1 match against D, correct? And in case of D and A, if one of them has 3 wins, the other will have 1 win, which is not possible. Means number of wins, all of these will have 2. Number of wins, all of these will have 2. So who won against whom? What can you tell me? B lost to D, won rest of the matches, means B won against A and C. B won against A and C. D won 2 matches against B and C. C did not win any match. A must have won against D and C. That's it. That's it. Now we can put the rank as their wins are equal. A will be on lower rank than D because D has the lesser weight. So D will be rank 2, A will be rank 3. And the table is complete. Okay, batao, is that clear to everyone? If you have any doubts, then let me know. All good? Chalo, let's solve the questions then. Who won the tournament? Player B. If the players were ranked in terms of weight, where the heaviest player was ranked 1, shown which player had the same rank in weight and tournament. Which player had the same rank? D. D had the same rank. So option D. Who won the match against A? Against A, who won the match? So it was B, right? B won the match against A. Option C. So answer is DDC. DDC. Lots of correct answers. Avi Krishna got this correct. Shandesh got this correct. Shubhi got this correct. All correct. Shashank, all correct. Very good. Avi Krishna, what's your score in CAT? I'm curious to know, because Avi Krishna is very regular and in all the classes. This was the easiest. No, I don't think so. That Nikhil, Ankit, all of those, that set was is the easiest. उसमें कुछ करना नहीं था, है ना? Okay. 96, 97 percentile. Okay. परसेंटाइल नहीं, मार्क्स बताओ, मार्क्स वो ज़्यादा हो सकता है. वेट वाला, मिशिका, वेट आई हैव टेकन. In case of weight, the order I have already taken, and then we figured out all the information. As I said, that the rank of weight 1, 2, 3, 4, that we have fixed before we started using the information, and according to that we are putting this. A cannot be here, A cannot be here. Okay, so it could be B or D, and D beats B. Also, B is the winner of the tournament. So this can only be B, and this will be D. C lost all the matches, C will be here, and then A will be here. So we fixed the weight, and according to the information we put the player's name here, है ना? Slot 169, 30. ओके, ठीक है, फिर लमसम उतना ही लग रहा है. 96 to 97. ऑल राइट, चलो नाउ लेट्स ट्राई one DI set, guys, है ना? There are 3 questions. I am going to show you these questions one by one, then we are going to discuss it. Okay. वेट वाला क्या, वेट वाला एक्सप्लेन तो किया ना. ये वेट वाला क्वेश्चन, मिशिका, रैंक देखो ना, रैंक यहां पे रैंक किसका कॉमन आ रहा है? ये 1 2 2 2 3 0 4 2, इसका कॉमन आ रहा है दोनों में. All right, let's try this one. Subhi, that depends कि कितना टाइम हो रहा है once we are done with this set, but cannot say this is the last one. Till now we were able to do 6 sets already. This is the 7th set. हाँ, तो 6 बजे क्या है, कोई इवेंट है क्या 6 बजे? एडमिट कार्ड का नो, आई डोंट हैव एनी अपडेट रिगार्डिंग एडमिट कार्ड. What's the answer of this question? Option B. क्या कह रहा है? The given line graph shows the average of the number of physical maps and political maps sold and the difference between the political minus physical maps sold by 5 different sellers. ठीक है. So this blue line denotes the average and this red line denotes the difference. So if I take double of this, what we can say? Values are something like this. X plus y will be equal to double of this. This is 480. So 480 into 2, that is equal to 960. Take this as x, take this as y. X minus y is equal to 480. इनको ऐड कर दो. X will be equal to 720, y will be equal to 240. What do we need to do? Take the double of the blue value, blue line value, then add the red line value, divide it by 2. You get the value for political and rest will be physical. So if you take the values, in case of Vikas, political is 720 number of maps sold and physical is 240. Now in case of Shiv, this value is 720 and this value is 240. 720 into 2, 1440 plus 240. 1440 plus 240, 1480, 1680, 1680 by 2, 840. So in case of Shiv, we are getting 840 and 840, the difference is 220 or 240. So this will be 600. 840 and 600. Now it says find the difference between the amounts earned by Vikas and Shiv. Okay, after selling political and physical maps. So in case of Vikas, the price of political map is 50. So multiply this by 50. This into 50 is equal to 36, or we can also direct take the difference. Okay, this into 40 is 9600. है ना? In this case, Shiv, the price of political map is 30. So this will be equal to 84 into 3, 252. This into physical map worth 20. So this will be equal to 12,000. What's the difference? 2400 here and कितना आ रहा है? What is the difference between the amounts earned by Vikas and Shiv after selling political and? ठीक है ना? यहाँ पे 840 into 30 which is 25200 into 20 which is 12,000. सही है ना यहाँ तक? तो ये कितना हो गया टोटल? This total is 2006 37,200। वैल्यूज मैच क्यों नहीं कर रही? सही है ये कितना आ जाएगा? 006 एंड 45। क्या गड़बड़ हो रही है? $20,000 कैसे आ रहा है ये बताओ? इन केस ऑफ शिव एंड विकास के केस में 50 एंड 40 है, सही है। 36,000, 9600। शिव के केस में 30 एंड 20 है, ये भी सही है। तो गलत कहाँ हो रही है? विकास, अच्छा, पॉलिटिक। I thought they are talking about total, right? Okay, ठीक है। So in case of different amount, Vikas and Shiv after selling, Vikas political and this physical, तो भी 24,000 आ रहा है ना? तो भी 24,000 आ रहा है। How are you guys getting 20,000? That is not correct, right? 20,000 is not correct. 20,000. How are you guys getting 24,000? वही तो confusion है। It should be 24,000, right? सबके आंसर बी आ रहे हैं भाई, सबके आंसर। आर्यन, सुभी, आदित्य, हरित्रो, प्रिया, आशिका, चेतन, बताओ। ठीक है, ओके। चलो, लेट्स ट्राई द नेक्स्ट वन, दिस वन। Now you can very easily find out the values. बताया मैंने जो मेथड है ना। Try this one. ना इस बार मिस्टेक मत करना सभी लोग। 25,800 ऑप्शन डी। ठीक है, चलो कैलकुलेट कर लें। इन केस ऑफ पूजा, यहाँ पे पूजा का पी डबल ओ कर दिया, यहाँ पी यू है। सो द वैल्यू इज हियर 200, द वैल्यू हियर इज 540 into 2 1080 plus 200 1280 by 2 640. So 640 440. And in case of pile, this is 800 into 2 1600 1600 and 320 1920 half 960. The difference is 320 to 640. In case of puja, after selling physical maps, puja physical maps, the red one 30. So physical maps, this into 30, 13,200. In case of pile political maps, pile political maps, the blue one 40, this into 40 is equal to 39384, right? 38400. So total will be equal to 600 and 51 by 2. So 25,800. Yes, absolutely correct. 25,800 is the correct answer, guys. है ना? चलो, let's try the next one. Physical map sold by Shiv, already we know this, right? That is 600. This value is already known, which is 600. You just need to calculate for Kartik. In case of Kartik, both of these values are 320. 320 into 3, 960 by 2, 480, 480, 160. So here we have 480 and 160. In case of political, so 480 is to 600. 12 into 4, 48, 12 into 5, 60. Option A is the correct answer. है ना? All right. ठीक है, ऑप्शन ए डन. Okay guys, then that's it for the session. We were able to do 7 sets in total which is really good in terms of time, correct? In 2.5 hours we were able to do 7 sets. That's a big achievement, है ना? चलो. Yes Aryan, like this small sets, है ना? बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ करना नहीं है. You can directly go to the questions, solve it. कभी कभार थोड़े से क्वेश्चन से पहले माथा पिच्ची करनी पड़ती है, but most of the time you can go to the questions and solve it, है ना? अरित्रो टाइम जोन वाला ऑलरेडी हो चुका है नहीं? PYQ में था, फिर एक हमने कैट के मैराथन में हमने प्रैक्टिस किया था, मॉक में भी था, तो टाइम जोन वाला ऑलरेडी हो चुका है. बट ओके, आई विल ट्राई टू फाइंड. ऑलराइट. सुमित, हाउ यू फाइंड नंबर ऑफ मैप्स सोल्ड फ्रॉम हियर? ये देखो, x plus y is this into this. The average is given, into 2 will be the sum, difference is given. So this is how we calculate. ओके प्रीति पीएनसी ओके ठीक है, एक फॉर्मूला रिवीजन हम Z से पहले कर लेंगे और पीएनसी के सारे फॉर्मूले डिस्कस कर लेंगे. ऑल राइट, वेरी सुन, मे बी इन नेक्स्ट 2-3 days I will try to have a session where we can discuss formula revision for PNC and probability. All right. Okay. Okay, guys. So I will take leave from now for today only. Thank you. Good night.